With a winter chill gripping much of the nation, no such worries today here in the Sunshine State and Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville. And tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And able to get this out to the 25. Play action. Now Purdy. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The catch and run good for 24 yards. So one play and they're already just shy of midfield. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. This defense for the Jags, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Now Purdy. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Red on red. Hey, stop. Here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bayshore Turton with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
49ers.
Outside. Watch out. Here we go. Here we go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, they'll try to run the counter. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Purdy now to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They go play action here. Purdy. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Noel. A 14-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Jaguars 7.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
That is caught by Hunter. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of
23 yards the pickup there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. So back to 26 here. The Jaguars at 11-1 now on the year, and they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl front runners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order to go all the way.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now it's 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
A 39-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And they'll accept that penalty. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
Hey, run! Hey, tomato! Done.
Here's Lawrence to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Hey, go! Hey,
Now it's Mixon running right. And Mixon not going to get there. Running into a wall here, and they'll stop him short. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football. As they've got it, looking at a 4th down and 2.
Hey, Lion!
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back to throw, Purdy. To the sideline and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
And a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Now Lawrence. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Well, the return stops at the 39-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. And that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Able to power through. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And they get to him quickly as he stopped right around the 13. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Shotgun now with Purdy. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
The Niners on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Watch out! Love it.
Purdy looking to throw. That is caught. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. And then
touchdown, Jaguars! Baysha Turton with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Jaguars 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, son, that's on touch. 30 left. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go, son.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Son, it's hot. It's hot.
Lawrence will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10.
Lisa 24. Hey, tomato. Done. Here we go, son.
Lawrence. Open man, here's Foster. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Hey, let's go. Think right open. Still.
Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Lawrence going to throw again. He completes it to Miller. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Hey, son, it's hot.
Here's Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Brian Thomas, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Jaguars 21. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Purdy. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Purdy now to throw. Throwing deep for Stewart.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Luke Musgrave.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Jaguars have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will do it for this first half.
31, Jaguars 28. Jake Moody to kick off for the 49ers.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his...
Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Facial Turton, 70 yards. And the Jags come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Jaguars 35, 49ers 31. Logan Truck to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Gets around him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Whether it's offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Complete to Stewart, right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And the 49ers first down.
Purdy off the play fake.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It's it. Yellow. Right around set.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's over the middle into the hands of Noel.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Yellow. Outside. 20. Watch out. Yellow. Stop.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 6.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, go for it, but as you said, they picked it up.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 9. Now Purdy. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the 49ers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Niners have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Hey, Lion. Hey, Jupiter.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
39-yard line.
Hey, kill. Lisa 24.
Now Lawrence. A short throw to Musgrave. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 214 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Hey, let's go.
7-yard line.
Hey, Soko, hut.
Right back to him on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Facial Tootin with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers, 38.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now Purdy. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same kick. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 62 yards.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Facial Tootin, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Purdy. It's caught. It's Stewart. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach here, guys, all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
That's taken in by Stewart. Pushing his way through. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 20-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Purdy will throw for it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. Oh, some strong running. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Hey, go! Hey, Ginger.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 234 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2.
Hey, easy, Ralph, Silver. Here we go.
Lawrence. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Hey, Rob. Son, that's a touch. Safe break. Go. Silver.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Hey, Ginger. Here we go.
Lawrence will throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On play action, Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Luke Musgrave, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
49ers 44.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, where they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter, this drive becomes very critical. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
1st down, 49ers.
Box.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw, Purdy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
The Niners on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. They go play action here. Purdy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
49ers 44.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second down and 4.
All right, let's go. Hey, son. Hey, son. Here we go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Down at the 41.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Ready. Rocco 80. Ready.
And they will take a knee here. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. This is right down the middle as he puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence consequence here. Maybe you hand it off, let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Purdy now to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Purdy with one final shot here. That is caught by Stewart. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the